I remember we were in Iowa and I had a dream, or at least what I thought. Well, for years I thought I was remembering a dream that I was sitting in a high chair and there was a tornado, black, gray, swirling cloud tornado all around me. And I could hear the count from Sesame Street. 1, ha 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 ha. 2, ha 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 ha. It was probably my babysitter when I was little. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I remember as being a dream. And Diana asked me to consider that maybe it really wasn't a dream, but it was just a perception of the chaos that was around me at that age. And ultimately, a mental perception picture came along as much of a tornado. There was lots of fear going through this process. I could feel my 2-year-old's fear all over again, being afraid of my dad because he was hurting my mom. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't make him happy anymore. Though there were times that he would change for me, I still couldn't stop the abuse that he was giving my mom. And I was afraid that he would hurt me because he was hurting my mom. Since I couldn't change my dad from hurting my mom, and I no longer could really make him happy, a belief that was set in was that I wasn't enough. I wasn't worth listening to. I was to be seen and not heard. I was just in the background, and nothing I did was enough to make a difference. And to this day, my mom won't really listen to me. I can't fix her. At the time, I didn't know that it's not my job. All I remember is that I used to be able to make them happy. I felt worthless, powerless, and that my world was caving in on me. My dad was my world, and he rejected me. He rejected the love and the happiness that I wanted to share, and to then receive his acceptance of that love. And I was losing him. I lost him, and basically locked up my heart so that nobody else could do what my dad did to me. I felt like my dad didn't love me anymore, and that nobody could come in to hurt me ever again. I felt like my heart just totally imploded. And I didn't want to feel that kind of pain ever again. For that 2-year-old, it was devastating. So I needed to protect myself. The cost that came with that was, if you could put money value on it, it would be millions and millions of dollars. So much regret for not having joy, not allowing pain so that I could feel the contrast of joy. For all these years, being a mom, even then, just remembering that my mom had told me at one point, "You've always been this way," when it came to me being hard and mean and callous, just, not having enough joy, not being playful, things like that. So yeah, I can see that my mom would see that I have always been that way due to locking up my heart when I was 2 to protect myself. The only one I've ever really been able to connect to, at least physically, for a longer period of time is my youngest son, Brannick. And I pretty much believe that was because I did do a layer of unlocking of my heart after Inara died. And needing to do things there, and the 3 years that I've had to prepare to this point of coming into my power. And coming into my power, my body reacts and says this isn't safe, and we need to wither away. We can't do this. What I shared with Diana was what I really want is to be able to connect with my family, connect with people, to truly know and understand that it's okay to hurt, to be hurt, to be in a position to be hurt, to be taken advantage of, whatever. Anything that is a contrast to joy, but to realize and to be okay with the fact that it is not permanent, that it is just the experiences of life, trusting that it will mend, having the opposite of pain is having unconditional love. And that can actually feel quite overwhelming. I've had moments where it overtakes me. Number one, I haven't had, I'm not used to it. I've locked away my heart, but then here I am having to swell up with love for my newborn children. So I had to shut it away again, because with that vulnerability of having so much joy comes with a price of eventually I'm going to get hurt again. I want to feel worthy and deserving. It is a very desirable thing, and I want to receive it.